Hello and welcome to Bunk Book, the Bunk original, where you get to know the podcaster behind your favorite shows. Ayan, my name is Neil, and tonight's guest is a freelance art director, chief fangirl, con woman, mangkukulam, and proud paper cut survivor. Please welcome Grace. Hi, Grace.
Hi! Hello!
So you are one of the hosts of Wag Kang Lilingon. Can you tell us what the
Yes.
show is about?
Wag Kang Lilingon is a Spotify exclusive podcast that that talks about anything horror related, mystery, conspiracy, sometimes true crime, pero more on horror talaga yung focus namin.
Okay. And gusto ko talaga yung, of course, it's a Spotify exclusive, so that's our shining crown.
Yes, baka awayan tayo ni Mothership. So, kailangan sabihin.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you the same question, but this time I want you to explain it to me like I'm only 5 years old. So, Tita Grace, what is Wag Kang Lilingon?
Hello, Neil! Gusto mo bang magkwentuhan ng nakakatakot? Basically, yun lang yun. Bait na talaga yung 'pag sinabi mo, "Uy, kwentuhan tayo nakakatakot," or gusto mo bang makarinig ng mumu stories? I
Oh
think hook
no,
na yun sa hindi.
that's true. But how did your
Mm.
show get started?
Um, Wag Kang Lilingon started with a PM via Messenger.
Hmm.
So, I DM'd one of our co-hosts. Actually, actually one of our co-hosts kasi hindi ko puwede i-DM yung isa. Um I asked her, sabi ko, si Mimay, sabi ko, Mims, do you wanna start a podcast um, about true crime? Because that time, we were both avid listeners of foreign horror and mystery podcasts. Tapos ako, on my part, I noticed that we don't have a lot of these horror theme podcasts here in the Philippines.
Mm.
Let alone, kung meron man, mostly guys yung hosts. So we were looking for some local stories at the same time. Gusto rin namin makarinig ng kapwa babae talking about horror. Kasi parang there's this common misconception na girls are scaredy cats, parang 'pag horror they don't like to talk about it, they hide behind their
Mm.
boyfriends or their guy friends 'pag nanonood ng movies. When in fact, ang dami-daming girls na mahilig talaga sa horror.
So
So
you were
there,
able to find a niche na it was a
yes.
space in the market.
Yes, exactly. And thankfully, I found a friend who shared my common interests. Yun nga, regarding horror and mystery. So, pumayag naman si Mims. Then, yun, nagsimula na yung Huwag Kalilingon.
Now you said there's a third host. For those na hindi pa nakakakinig ng Wag Kang Lilingon, what can you tell us about 30?
So, okay, the name is 30. Yeah, tama yun. Kaya siya 30 kasi nga allegedly, he, she, they, siya yung third host. During our first two seasons, we have listeners who would message us telling us na, bakit, actually may isa doon na parang, bakit hindi nyo naman pinapakilala yung pangatlo nyong host? Parang laging kayong dalawa lang yung nag introduce. Tapos
Oh
kami parang, ha?
no.
Who are you talking about? Tapos yun nga, according to them, there were times when they would hear a distinct third voice, quote unquote, joining the conversations. Like this voice, this particular third co-host would like agree or disagree or make
Mhm.
some one-liner comments for yung iba daw, ganyan sabi nila. So kami, parang to acknowledge, kasi yun naman din yung philosophy, yung gustong gawin ng Wag Kang Lilingon is to peacefully coexist with the unseen. In-acknowledge namin siya by giving this third co-host a name. So, 30 na nga siya.
And I have actually seen yung ilaw na 30, 'di ba? Yun yung
Oo.
parang physical manifestation niya. I love that.
Yes.
Now, in the run of Wag Kang Lilingon, in the years that you've had the show, what would be your most memorable moment?
Madami eh. But I guess what tops the list is our interviews with experts. So, what comes to mind is first yung interview namin with a legit exorcist priest,
Oh my god.
given that there are only a few here in the Philippines and in the world. So, privileged kami to have been able to get an interview with Father Quintela. And then there's an interview with one of the founders, heads of the Esoteric Society of the Philippines, who basically confirmed with us na there is actually another plane that exists. May mga spirits
Wow.
talaga, elementals, ganyan. And then lastly, syempre girl power yung team natin. So, we did an interview with girl morticians. Oo, mga embalmers, ganyan. So, nakakatuwa na kaya din pala nilang to go with that kind of profession.
Real life Morticia Adams, diba?
Yeah.
Now, if I were to listen to Wag Kang Lilingon right now, what can I expect to hear?
Well, first, sobrang unpredictable ng intros namin kasi iba-iba siya, lalo na for listener stories. So, gulatan na lang kung ano yung una mong soundbite na maririnig. And then, of And then of course, we have two themes kasi every week. So we have this list, sort of listicles, wherein
Mm.
we discuss different topics related to mysteries, conspiracies nga, and horror. Pero mostly research-based. So if you're into FAQs, did you know? Ganyan. Yan yung pwede nyo
Mm.
pakinggan. That's our main episodes. And then there's this uh, lineup naman of episodes wherein we read stories from our listeners. Ito na yung mga true to life horror stories nila. Tapos
Mm.
we comment after dun sa mga kwento na binibigay nila.
I think that's the format that I'm more familiar with, yung mga listener submitted entries and parang hindi kayo
Yes.
mauubusan ever sa dami, no?
Hindi. Ang dami na namin backlogs actually. Like, as of now, we're still reading entries from
Wow.
2020, 2022 May. So, may
Oh my
May
gosh.
and June. So, 1 year na yung backlog. 1 year na yung backlog namin.
But at least never kayo mauubusan, which is I think very comforting for your listeners, 'di ba?
Yes, hopefully. Kasi yung iba nagkaka-anxiety attack na parang, hala, baka wala na kaming pakinggan na listener stories. Ganyan. Sabi, hindi pa. Malayo-layo pa yun, sabi namin.
Ah. Oh no. Well, speaking of your listeners, you have a very, very loyal following. And what I did is I compiled some tweets, reactions, and reviews about Wag Kang Lilingon. And I'm going to read them for you. I want to hear what you think about them. Are you ready?
Ready?
Ayan.
Ready, go.
Team to, wag kang mag-alala. So, we're
Sige,
starting
go.
off with Say on Twitter. Say says, I'm not a horror enthusiast, but I love listening to Wag Kang Lilingon because, bro, it's so good. Like, it makes me overthink at night, but I love it.
Actually, true yun. We're a community of overthinkers. Hindi ko alam kung pinopromote namin as hosts, pero if you listen nga to our listener stories, sobrang hinihimay namin masyado yung mga kwento to the point na parang, ano bang origin nito? Bakit siya nagkaganyan? Tapos napupunta na kami sa real life problems for a paranormal show, di ba? So yun, nakakatuwa lang din na we found our people like, say,
And it's an underrepresented group, 'di ba? Usually kasi kapag
yes.
scary yung podcast, parang okay, takot-takot lang siya. But for you guys, you really
Oo.
take the time na himayin and dissect ko ano ba talaga nangyari. So, I think that's interesting.
Oo,
Okay.
nakita-kita yung mga overthinkers talaga.
Kaya ako
Um
nakaka-relate eh.
ay, sorry. That was the voice of God. Welcome.
Akala ko si 3D.
May sarili kaming 30 dito sa Bunk Book. Bakit
Ayun
ba?
ba?
But that is the voice of God. Nakaka-relate siya as an overthinker.
Tama.
This Next comment is from YouTube, naka all caps siya, so I will try to give it justice in my rendition. Edgar from YouTube says, "Mga kapitana, gabing-gabi tapos patulog na ako. Rah, 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 rah." But I love your reactions. Imbis na matakot ako, natatawa na lang ako. Haha, by the way, happy 1,000 subscribers mga caps. We will always be here to support you. I love you mga kapitana. Sorry sa all caps.
Ayan, bukod sa pagiging overthinkers, high energy din yung marami sa kanila. And this actually solidifies yung sinasabi namin na hindi lang kami podcasters but clowns din kami. So, pwede
Oh.
nyo kaming invite sa mga children's party nyo basta horror yung theme. Yun nga, tawan-tawa daw sila sa amin for some reasons na hindi namin alam. Kasi minsan nag-uusap lang talaga kami tapos matatawa daw sila. So, happy
Mm.
naman kami that we're making people laugh even if our theme is horror. And actually, it's nice to know that people start developing their interest for horror because of our show. Kahit matatakotin sila.
And I think kung drag to, you're a very big drag mother because ang daming mga shows that say they got started dun sa pagpa-podcast, naging interested sila because they listened to Wag Kang Lilingon and they were like inspired to take it on
Oh.
themselves. So you are drag moms.
May drag family na ata.
Okay, this next one is not super nice, so I'll start
Ako,
with
ayan
that
na.
disclaimer. This is Mia from Apple Podcasts. I wonder who listens and stays listening to this. The topics have so much potential, but my God, respect your listeners. Incredibly irritating. I'm out.
Mia, pumunta ka sa barangay, doon tayo mag-usap. I'm ready. Hindi, joke lang.
Ready. Face to face
I'm
harapan
ready.
tayo.
Oo. May mga monoblock chairs kaming handa para sa at sa akin at sa amin. Hindi,
So,
seriously though, we appreciate all kinds of feedback, lalo na for a growing show like us.
mm,
Kasi sometimes most of us, lalo na yung mga podcasts na nagkakaroon ng malaking followings, we get nalulunod kami sa praises na parang we like your show, we like
mm,
how it's going. But it reaches a point na parang kami, so ano pa yung pwede namin gawin if you really like it na. So yun,
mm,
newfound appreciation din for feedbacks such as these. Pero yun, sana mas maging specific sila. Kasi di ko alam kung anong parts si Mia na-irritate, kung sa kwentuhan ba, sa
mm,
boses namin, or yun, sana mas specific so we can address it. And at the same time, um, it's this classic, you can please everybody. And yun nga, with our podcast, since we're long format, may mga listeners talaga na hindi kami yung cup of tea nila because they don't like kwentuhan. Parang gusto nila straight to the point. Basta ikwento nyo na lang yung kwento, then proceed to the next story, then ganun. And
mm.
it's very understandable naman. So, yun lang din siguro talaga. Iba-iba ng gustong format din yung mga listeners.
I like that you're really living up to your name and you answer that with so much grace. Uh, pero I agree with you. It's often the big shows or the bigger shows that have negative comments like this. And I like that you're taking it in a positive way na parang, oh sige, hindi naman pwedeng parati na lang papuri. It's also good to hear like constructive feedback. Sana lang mas constructive si Mia with it,
Si
'di ba?
Ate Mia,
Mm.
yes.
Ginugol ko siya actually ng malala.
Oh my God,
Parang
nahanap mo siya.
hindi naman. But the only clue that I
Nahanap ko
found
siya.
is she's from Australia. Kasi Australian site siya nag-review.
Ay, Straya pala
So,
ito.
so hindi siya si Mia, siya si Maya.
Mea, in case umuwi ka, mites,
Oo.
our barangay hall is open for you.
Baka
Dalo ka.
nasobrahan lang siya ng Vegemite. Tignan natin. Okay, this next one is from Childish John Vino. He left this review for you on Podchaser. Capitanes M and G are some of my favorite people in the podcasting scene, and they are an authority figure for all things spooky and creepy. I love their casual conversation mixed with spooky facts. From haunted houses to ritualistic sacrifices, they got you covered. They are on my weekly rotation. And did I also mention that they created a whole community that is super awesome and supportive? Keep it up, ladies. Your show is amazing and gives a lot of the stiff necks joy and scare. O, di ba? Ang ganda.
Wow,
What can
thank
you
you,
say?
childish. No. Isa to sa mga pangarap ko talaga, yung masama yung pangalan ko with the words ritualistic sacrifices. Very rare yung opportunity na yun. So,
Oh, wow.
salamat.
And from now on, whenever someone tries to Google ritualistic sacrifices,
O,
kasama
'di
na kayo
ba?
sa hits.
O, nandun na kami ni Mims. So, parang ang saya lang, 'di ba? So, sino 'tong mga babaeng 'to? Bakit may kinalaman sila sa mga ritualistic sacrifices and people love them for it?
sobrang sobrang specific nung market na
Oo,
yon.
'di ba?
Okay, I have one last one for you, and this is Stuck on You, and this was left on Apple Podcasts. This is one of the best podcasts I have heard. Love the chemistry between Ate Mimay and Grace. They are funny AF. Haha. I binge listened all episodes in a span of a week because of quarantine, and I can say I still crave for more episodes. More power to you, mga ate. Looking forward to more creepy stories, and please say hi to 30 for me.
Ayan. Masaya that they start acknowledging 30 na. Natutuwa kami actually. It's actually a mix of natutuwa sila kay 30 and natatakot sila na if they don't acknowledge 30, bibisitahin sila.
Oh no.
Hmm,
Parang natakot ako bigla.
yun.
30, kung naririnig mo 'to, I acknowledge you. You don't need to come visit me. Okay na ako. Now, Grace, we want to know the host behind the microphone. So, would you mind sharing with us what you do in real life?
Mm. In real life, I'm a freelance art director and illustrator. I do illustrations for uh, pub publishing companies. So recently, I did a couple of illustrations for a certain magazine, and um, on some days, kaya ako sinabing con woman ako kasi I organize conventions. The recent one I did was with my friends is StickerCon Manila. So it's an
Hmm.
art market which focuses on stickers and other locally made, locally produced art by our local artists. Ayan. And on some
Wow.
days naman, tambay lang ako sa bahay. But yeah,
So,
basically, ayun, I'm a freelance artist. I'm an event organizer and a mini business owner. Then I consign with local arts and craft shops, selling stickers and paper goods.
wow. So very artsy.
In a way, yes.
Now we know that you are very multifaceted, and I heard that if anyone wants to know the two sides of Grace, all we have to do is ask you about the MRT.
Yes, the trigger word yo eh.
So, chika mo naman, ano tong MRT mo?
So, MRT. So, as a Gemini, yun na nga, never beating the allegation, so may dalawa kaming muka. There was one time in MRT. So, pagod na pagod yung lola nyo. I sat down. Sunerte tayo kasi it was one of the stations sa dulo. So, medyo maluwag pa. I got to sit down. And then, nung nasa middle station sa kami, syempre influx na ng mga tao. It was, di ba may separate area for the girls? So, yun nga, pasok na sila. All the titas, all the ates, ganyan. And then, grandma, pumasok siya. Tapos, nakita niya na parang wala na siyang uupuan. So, tumapat siya sa akin. Me, I was about to stand up and offer my seat kay Lola. But, sort of pinigilan niya ako. Tapos sabi niya, it's okay. Then, to
Mm.
my surprise, bigla niya ako inupuan.
What?
Umupo siya sa lap ko. Then ako, sobrang shocked ako sa ko, what is happening? Hindi niya ba ako nakikita? Or something na,
Naka-blue ka ba
oo,
nito? Baka napagkama ng kanyang upuan.
naupuan, part na upo. Hindi ko na maalala. But yeah, basically in shock ako. Tas parang gusto ko ng kalabitin na, "Lola, actually tatayo na ako." Pero hindi, kasi casually, in a very normal kind of doing things, kinuha niya yung malaki niyang bag, pinatong niya sa lap niya, binuksan niya ng dahan-dahan, tas naglabas siya ng makeup, tas nag-makeup na siya habang nakaupo sa akin.
Ang lala.
Ang lala, 'di ba? So ako parang, sige, hindi na kita disturb, hindi na ako
Oh no.
magsasalita at all. Okay na, Lola. Tapos thankfully nauna din siyang bumaba kasi dulong station din yung babaan ko. So sinara niya yung bag niya, kinuha niya, niligpit niya, tapos dahan-dahan siya lumingon sa akin, tapos sabi niya, "Thank you."
Oh my God. That is so weird.
Oo, sobrang weird talaga. Like, on my bad day, siguro parang ako, baka sinungit ako na, "Lola, wait lang, bakit mo ko inuupuan?" Or something like that. Pero yun, wala. Somehow, siguro mixed of shock and respeto na rin.
Mm-mm.
So, hinayaan ko na lang siya. So,
Oh my
then there's this
gosh.
other situation naman, MRT also. Rush hour. So, ito na yung sardinas era ng MRT prior to the pandemic, na tipong yung mukha mo nakadikit na sa dun sa door. So, nagbukas siya. Then, there's this ate who forgot her common sense na sinalubong niya ako palabas pa lang. Eh, that time, nag-warning na yung door na parang, kung hindi ka pa makalabas dyan, may ipit ka na, ganyan. Eh, ako, di ba, overthinker. So, parang all the horror scenarios na siya, mahati yung katawan ko pag di ako makalabas or baka mahati pa ako, ganyan. So, nagpanic ako. Tapos, at the same time, naiinis ako kay ate. So, tinulak ko siya, pinush ko siyang gano'n. Tapos, humiga siya sa platform ng MRT.
Oh my gosh.
Oo, tas galit na galit, for some reason ang init ng ulo ko. Hindi ako proud about it, pero may small inner voice inside of me, yun nga, na parang sabi, "Tama lang, deserve ni ate."
Oh no. Alam mo, I think this deserves its own series. Like, susundan ka lang namin magte-train, ganyan. Baka may iba pang mangyari.
Madami pa actually yung MRT stories, pero yun yung two distinct stories na naisip ko when you asked
Oh my
about it.
gosh. May surprise pala
Oo.
kami for you, Grace. So,
Ay,
na-invite
ano?
namin yung tinulak mo
Oh my
and
God!
yung
Ate, hindi ba si
and si
Mia
Lola
to?
nahanap namin. Yes, actually, yun yung plot twist. Si Mia pareho.
Oh my God, umuwi na
So,
pala siya ng Pilipinas.
actually, she was just vacationing. Tapos yung nga, natulak daw siya sa
Hmm.
tree. Okay. Well, I think that really gets our listeners to know more about you. So thank you for sharing those two stories. Alam mo as a podcaster, we don't really often get to tell these kinds of stories in our respective shows. So and speaking of which, since podcaster ka din, I'm sure you listen to your fair share of podcasts. So we have a segment
Yes.
here that we call Spotify Reveal.
Hmm.
O, 'di ba? Ayan, may title card talaga, 'di ba? So, without preparing, Grace, we need you to open your Spotify app and show us the last 3 shows that you listened to. So, ano
Oh
yung
my
first?
God. Yung first, teka lang, nagpanic ako. Yung first,
Or i-honor system na lang natin. Ano ba yung you know that you really listened to?
honor system na lang. Sige, kasi baka makita
Oo.
niyo yung weird songs na pinapakinggan ko. Anyway, so recently, I listened to The Bold and the Beautiful with Trixie and Katya.
I love
So,
it.
oo, may unhealthy obsession kasi ako with drag queens.
Actually,
So, they're
that's when
one
I
of my
last saw
favorites.
you
Oh,
sa show ni Bianca, right?
oo.
Oh.
I was there, tapos wala lang, hinayaan ko lang siyang magsalita kasi I was so starstruck. She's really nice. Hindi ko alam
Tsaka
dahil kung bayad siya kaya siya nice, pero you feel naman na she's a very nice person.
Tsaka, you got the VIP experience because they read you and Mimay, diba? She read
Oo,
you and
mostly
Mimay.
actually si Mims yung inano niya,
Oo.
ni-read niya. Kasi yun nga dahil sa pagiging social media manager niya, something like that. Yeah.
But it was so
What
much
the fuck is a
fun.
social media manager?
Okay, so we know that you are into drag queen. That's why Bald and the Beautiful. What's the second show naman?
Second show is The Morning Rush.
Ooh,
So,
OG.
yes, the OGs. Like, great. Naabutan ko sa mga bata dyan, sa mga pamangkin natin dyan. Naabutan ko yung era ng radio. So,
Nabutan pa natin si Chico at si Delamar, di
since
ba?
si Delamar, oo, prior to their new lineup of hosts na equally entertaining din. So, it's been
Mm.
more of a tradition na for me. Parang mornings aren't complete without listening to Chico's voice and the rest of the hosts. So, ayan,
Aw.
kasama siya sa playlist.
Okay, so we've got Bald and Beautiful, Morning Rush. What's your third show?
Third, Astrology.
Oh, wow.
Hello
God.
po sa mga
Na-touch naman ako.
kapamilya ng
Sarap.
kabunk.
So, you and Cha go way back before, this was even
Yes.
before Bunk, right?
Yes, oo. Tapos nakapag-guest na rin kami a few times sa show nila and sila with ours.
Mm.
So, I guess it has something to do with then with yung line din ng interest namin. Kasi ako, I believe in star stuff. So,
Mm.
I really enjoy their topics. Parang ano, sinasabuhay ko yung horoscope ko. Parang ganun. I'm one of those people.
Ginawa mong personality yung ano, pagiging
Oo, ang
Gemini.
zodiac sign. Correct. Oo, pinanindigan ko talaga.
Ako hindi lang personality, ginawa ko ng podcast eh.
Ay,
Charot.
Pero just to share
hello.
ha, as someone na
Mhm.
hindi naman ako galing dun sa last nyong place, but I remember thinking that it was Wag Kang Lilingon, Tsaa, and Creep, and we even call you the Unholy Trinity. So talagang ano, it's so much fun to see how those three shows have really persisted all these years. So happy, definitely.
Yes.
Okay,
Voice
so ay, sorry,
of
go
God
ahead.
pa host.
Ano yun?
Si Voice of God, feeling ko familiar siya dun sa show na yun.
Okay, we have one thing before we end, and this is
Okay.
the special challenge that we have for our guests sa Bunk Book. It's called Eto o Eto. Okay, so in Eto o Eto, you will have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. So these are closed-ended questions. And so far, our record holder is Dustin, who was able to answer 12 of these questions in 30
Wow.
seconds. So
May
let's
price ba
see.
to? Charot. Joke lang.
Meron. Malala
Ay,
yung
meron!
price. Oo. Ang price niya ay bragging rights.
Wow.
Tsaka ano, libreng Friendster testimonial from all of us here.
Nakalimutan ko na yung password ko sa Friends.
But it's just gonna be super quick. So we'll set 30 seconds
Sure.
on this timer and then just answer as many as you can. Ready?
Okay.
Text or video call.
Video call.
The sexiest part of your body.
My cheeks.
Your hashtag for right now.
Hashtag magpayaman.
Your can't leave home without.
My cellphone.
Mahal mo o mahal ka.
Mahal ako.
Iiwan mo o iiwan ka.
Iiwan ko.
Dream vacation destination.
France.
Tosilog or Tapsilog?
Tapsilog.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. So, hindi mo na-beat yung
Wow.
record, but marami tayong natutunan about you. Gusto ko yung gigil dun sa ano, iiwan mo.
Masakit maiwan eh. So, ikaw, mas okay ikaw yung mang iwan.
Tama naman, tama.
Diba?
Um, well, even though you didn't break the record ni Dustin, which is 12, that's completely
Grabe
fine.
yun.
Oo, ang bilis niya talaga, parang seryoso siya kasi talaga nung sinasagutan niya. But I'm also sure that our listeners would love to listen to your show. So before we go, can you tell us where viewers and listeners can find Wag Kang Lilingon?
You can listen to us exclusively on Spotify. Just search Wag Kang Lilingon, the podcast, or Wag Kang Lilingon. Also on uh, our socials. We have Facebook and Instagram at Wag Kang Lilingon PH. If you want to send your stories to us and be included in our listener stories episodes, email it to us via Wag Kang Lilingon PH at gmail.com. We have this private community on Twitter. Yan, ito yung private community na overthinkers. Just search brgy dot Wag Kang Lilingon, and then we're also on YouTube and TikTok. Search Wag Kang Lilingon PH.
I love that. And, thank you so much, Grace, for signing the
Thank
Bunk Book this
you.
week. This has been Neil with Grace for Bunk Book. It's a Bunk original. Please follow Bunk socials. We are at the Bunk PH on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And let us know which Bunk host you'd like to see sign the Bunk Book next by using hashtag Bunk Book. And join us next time when we get to know the podcaster behind your favorite shows here on Bunk Book. Bye.
Yay!